Hey guys, Dr. Jordan Miller here with Integrated Health Solutions, and today I want to talk about one of the 4 therapies that the doctors in the office here do, and that is what we call ART, but it is otherwise known as active release therapy or active release technique. Now, in a nutshell, what this muscle therapy does, it's a little bit more aggressive. You're applying the principle of shortening a muscle, applying a pressure and resistance into that muscle, and then stretching and lengthening that muscle through the resistance. So it might be a little bit more aggressive than, let's say, a foam roller or a massage gun, or even just doing some light static or dynamic stretching, but that increased resistance in fiber creates a little bit more of a cellular and a body response, creates a little bit more inflammation, and overall enhances the healing response. So if you want to do this on your own, we can think of some areas that we can target, like let's say the neck, the upper shoulder, maybe the pec, the arm, any of these areas that are easily accessible, you don't need any help for. So let's say, for example, you want to work on the pec and the upper shoulder. What you're going to do is you're going to take the arm across the body, because when you think about that pec, what does this muscle shorten? Right? It contracts, it brings that arm into adduction. That's where you feel that muscle kind of tighten and bulk up. You're going to apply a pressure into that muscle, and then you're just going to simply open up and stretch the muscle through that. Now, what's really important here is as you begin to repeat that motion and you take the arm back, you have to let go of that pressure, because if you hold the pressure the whole time, when you bring the arm back, you're not really letting that muscle shorten and contract again. So once you're done with the stretch and you felt that muscle lengthen, let go of the pressure, allow the muscle fibers to come back together, and then repeat the process back and forth. If you're thinking about something like the neck and the shoulders, the same principle applies. Shorten that muscle, look around, find some tight, tender spots, maybe something that's a little bit sensitive, or what we would maybe diagnose as a trigger point, an adhesion, some scar tissue, something you know you have built up. Apply that pressure. Simply take the body through that lengthening and that stretching position, release the pressure, do the same thing. Shorten, stretch through. Now, maybe some certain areas like the back, the hips, maybe the back side of the legs, they're a little bit harder to do on your own, because if you're thinking, let's say the hamstrings, for example, in order to work that muscle, you have to bring it into contraction. So you're flexing the knee, bringing that heel towards the butt area. You're then trying to apply a pressure in that hamstring and then trying to stretch through it. Now, you can maybe use something like a lacrosse ball where you can kind of put it underneath your leg, apply the pressure down, and then work it through. But there may be some areas that are easier, and that's where a doctor can come in handy, somebody that knows the muscles, knows how they function, and can help aid you in that certain position and that stretch that works a little bit better. So try this out at home. Comment any questions below. Maybe if there's a muscle that you're curious about, something that you want to work out, and you're not sure if you could do it on your own, please shoot it our way. We'd love to give you some assistance, maybe get you in for a consultation and see if there's any way that we could help. But until then, we'll see you next time, guys.